The program on Joyce Peterson TV on YouTube, Joyce Peterson TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, we and TikTok. So if you could not meet this program, you can still check it later on our social media handles, because we are all over the Twitter, everywhere, Instagram. Okay, fine. Someone sent us a message of the program that we did yesterday, that we said we want advice from other people, and whoever have a problem must send it to us. Someone sent us her problem that she's facing, that she need advice. So this is how this thing goes. The message goes. So I'm going to read the message to you, so that you will give us advice of the message, whatever that she said in the message. So if you are someone who has the same problem, or you are into another problem that is extraordinary from this one, or another problem that is bigger than this, or you have any idea or any advice to give it to this person, then please do that for us, because she need advice. Okay. Good day, Mackenzie. I need advice from you. Please hide my identity. My father has been sleeping with me since I was 14 years. Listen to this thing very carefully. She said, I need this advice from you. My father she said, I need this advice from you. Hide my identity. First, she said we must hide her identity, because she doesn't want people to know who is she. Because from 40 years to 30 years is very long. Okay, we are hiding her identity. My father has been sleeping with me since I was 14 years old. He has forced me to abort 5 babies. I cannot have kids again due to all those abortions. I am 30 years old now. My father now wants to get married to another woman, and I'm not in support. I really hurt, and I want to know what to do. I need your advice. Thank you. Hey, this is a big issue. Ma'am, please. I want your attention here. This lady, she said when she was 14 years old that the father forced her to sleep with her. And they have aborted 5 babies, not 1, not 2, not 3, 5 babies. And now, the father, as she's 30 years old now, the father wants to get married to another woman, and she's not in support. And she's really, really hurt, and she wants to know what to do. Please, if you are in the position of this lady, what are you going to do?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's really sad. The message that she sent, you can see she's really hurting, and it's very sad. But before we give advice, this one is not about us giving her advice. The men need to be arrested. We really need to assist this woman so we can arrest the man, because what the father did to her, it's not legal, it's not right. Something that the Bible hates, the Quran hates, the world hates. The man is not supposed to do that to his own daughter, in the first place. So before we even give her advice, we have to arrest this man who did this terrible thing to his own daughter. How can you be so mean? How can you be so coward as a man? He need to be first castrated. He need to castrate this man, arrested. He mustn't have a chance to get married. Seriously, this man does not need the chance to get married, to have fun. What of that daughter? It's not allowed for the man to marry the daughter. So for that one, it's cancelled. But now the daughter she won't be able to have kids anymore. Who is going to marry a barren woman? Those who can give birth, they are even struggling to get husbands and boyfriends these days. So how much more someone who is barren, who has been aborting kids, you know, and what she's done, it's like there's going to be a curse on her, a curse on the father, a curse on the daughter, you know. So the man needs to be arrested before we know what to do. Because now, if she says she's hurting because she doesn't want her father to get married to another woman. Yes. Is she expecting the father to marry her? No, it's not right. The society hates this. There's no book. Then they're going to set Guinness Book of Record. They are going to set a record like a father getting married to his own daughter. It's not fine, you know. So now we mustn't just sit down and just give advice and say, no, it's fine, don't worry, you're going to get another man to marry you. We have to arrest the father. The father is really coward. They need to castrate him. What he did is wrong. You know, you can't just be sleeping. If your wife is not there, if you're not married, why is the girl allowed to stay with the father in the first place without a woman? You know, all these things that happen, the father is the cause of this problem. The father is not supposed to do what he did in the first place. Now look at the damage he has caused.
There's so many things that is going on people's houses which they can't even talk about, because when you talk about in African way, African people will say that kids are not allowed to speak against their parent or against their elders and other stuff, which that all those culture and right and all those things need to be abolished or need to be enforced. Because it's not possible for a man to start sleeping with your own daughter, 14 years old, up until when she's 30 years, and now he wants to get married to another woman. Can this thing work like that? Why are we so mean, some of the men, especially African men? Some of African men took this advantage, sleeping with small girls, saying that because of culture, so you can marry, especially like Muslims, they can sleep with 14, 12 years old and say that the Quran said you must get a virgin. Yeah. If you want to get a virgin, then you need to train your own. You have to go and get a virgin and train, not your own daughters that you start sleeping with.
Yeah, Muslims,
there is
Muslims
an issue.
do not sleep with their own daughters.
They do. There's an issue that went to Oyeripa in one Ghana radio station, which this guy is Alhaji, and he's been sleeping with his own daughter for so many years.
Yeah, it's not only Muslims.
You see, and Christians are taking this advantage to doing the same thing. So why is it that there's a lot of women in the world, there's a lot of girls, there's a lot of women in the world? You can never choose any woman apart from your own daughter. Apart from your own daughter that you want to sleep with her. Which kind of feelings do you have? Which kind of a father are you? And which kind of a future are we building for our children, for our generation, the one that they are coming from now? Which future are we leaving it to them, willing behind us, or which what are we doing for them? Because we don't have any future to give it to them if the older started sleeping with the small ones. Mm-hmm. You see, the issue of this lady is something that I can't even tolerate this kind of situation in my life. That you sleep with your own daughter. What manner do you have? And what excuse do you have? So if this lady did not write this letter for us to read it and let people to know what is happening to her, then she was going to be in darkness for how many years? Or she's going to be in this situation for how many years? And who is going to get married to a person like that? And this is a curse. In African culture, it's a curse for you to sleep with your own father. So please, people that are doing all these things must stop. Or they must be taught. Or there have to be a punishment for anyone who does those kind of things.
Yes, it's wrong. It's really wrong.
You see, how can you sleep with your own daughter? How? Which feelings do you have? How do you have a wife? How do you have a girlfriend? There's a lot of women that they're looking for men. There's a lot of women out there that they're looking for men to sleep with, or they're looking for men to come and sleep with them. Some of them need relationships, some of them need friends and other partners. So why can't you go out there to go and look for another lady? But to sleep with your own daughter doesn't work like that.
No.
Please. Anyone who is listening to us right now, people that they are listening to us right now, please, you can send your comment. You can call us so that we can talk if you have those kind of issues. Or, some cousins and some brothers and some these relatives and other stuff do the same thing, which they know this person is my niece, this person is my auntie, this person is this, but they still propose to those people. They still sleep with them. Some of them, they know. They just pretend as if they don't even know. But they start sleeping with their own children. That is why our generation has been cursed.
Yes.
That all the time we are having problems, all the time we are having issues, all the time we can't move forward. Our prayers are not answered because of all these things that we are doing. Because even I remember when we were young, even when our grandfathers, they tell us that, you know what, the house that someone from your family get married to another house, you can never marry in that house.
Yes.
But now you see a daughter dating in the same house the mother is dating in the same house.
You see, this is how the world is turning to something that the Bible hates, the Quran hates, whatever.
Even our ancestors, even traditional leaders, they hate this.
They hate this thing.
It's like a person say that I'm going to do this kind of, I'm a man, I'm a woman. Even the devil hates that. So why is it that now we are teaching our own children how to destroy their future? For what reason? Please. If you have that kind of situation in your house, or you have any, because I know a lot of a lot of families, a lot of tribes that they do those kind of nonsense, sleeping with their own people, sleeping with their niece, their sisters, their niece, their cousins, and whatever. When you ask them, they will tell you that no, it's our culture. Which kind of a stupid culture is that?
This is not culture.
This is not culture.
It's definitely not culture.
If you are sleeping with your own daughter, is it a culture? Sleeping with your own daughter.
It's wrong.
Is it a culture?
Very wrong.
And now she can't give birth because of the stupidity of the father. You see, the father, how can a father sleep with your own daughter? With which basis that you stand to do that? So that you might tell me what are we going to do for this kind of?
To understand what's we
the problem, what we are talking about right now here is that there's a lady who wrote a letter to Joyce Peterson TV that she sent a message to us that my father, please advise me. I need help. I need advice from you. Please hide my identity. My father has been sleeping with me since I was 14 years old. Her father started sleeping with her when she's 14 years old, and he forced me to abort 5 kids. He forced her to abort 5 kids. If you want children to sleep with them, why can't you allow her to have those kids so that you can sleep with other ones? You're supposed to allow her to give birth for 5.
The father knew what he was doing, right? He knows that if the daughter is pregnant, everybody will think he's the one, because according to the girl doesn't bring any men to the house. So everybody knows if she gets pregnant and she gives birth, people will start noticing that no, this is what's happening. So the best thing for the father to do, from one evil to another evil.
Yeah.
That's how sin starts. You do one thing, and then the next thing you keep on continuing because of your disgrace. You keep hiding and keep on doing wrong thing all the time. Yeah. That's how it starts. So this father, the first thing he did was to wrong by sleeping with the daughter. Yeah. It didn't end there. The daughter got pregnant, and then they have to abort it because it's another sin. So 2 sins at the same time, you know, and 5 children.
Now she's 30 years.
The girl womb has been damaged. She can't give birth anymore. Who is going to marry this girl anyway? No one is going to marry her if they know. The girl also cannot hide anymore. It's like she's tired. For her, what she think, once you see the message, you think she thinks she's like she's willing to marry the father.
The father, yeah.
Right?
Because who must marry her?
You see?
If you break somebody's virginity in the ancient style, if you break anyone's virginity, you must marry the person. Yes. So who do you want?
Do you see? Who is going to marry her?
So the father must.
For now, she's grown up now, right? Yeah. 30 years, she's not a child anymore.
She's not a child
but now you can see all her love is with the father.
Because he's the one who broke her virginity.
Seriously,
so first love.
It's really terrible. It's really
terrible. Please, what are you going to do about this situation? Please, when you are there, you can send your stars. You can send your gift to us because we need a gift and we need the stars to support this program so that we can be able to move forward every day, so that you can listen to us, so that you can listen to advice which you need from us.
Yes.
So please, when you're on the line, please, you can send your gift. You can send anything that you think that is going to help this program. Thank you very much for your commitment. Please, what we are talking about this year is that there's a lady she was 14 years old when the father started sleeping with her, and now she's 30 years, and the father wants to get married to another woman, which is not in support, and now she has been abort 5 kids in this relationship since she was 14 up until 30 years. She has abort 5 kids. You know, she dey do abortion, abortion where she dey do for 5 children, abortion. So that 5 children, if like say the father want to take care of her or to take care of those kids, maybe now from 14 years up to 30 years, how old were these children are going to be? And all of them have been aborted. And this man is a Christian. He's a Christian. You see, if they said we mustn't judge people, people say we mustn't judge people because of the wrong things that they are doing, that they know we are going to judge them. But the Bible itself said that everything that we ban on earth has been banned in heaven. So if we judge you on earth here, you have been judged in heaven already. So this thing that you are talking about today, we have to take it seriously.
Yes.
Because it's something that is going on nowadays. Nowadays, some of the fathers, the children that they are coming, they are so beautiful. If you look at them, their shape, their body, the way they talk, the way they dress, and all those things. And you're a father, and you want to have fun. If you want to have fun, please, just go to this cautious places. Go to the club that the women are selling for market.
Your own daughter. There's no way a father must have feelings for his own daughter. It's not
a child that you've been feeding since she was a child, and then bathing her and all your own blood. It's your own. It's like yourself. You are sleeping with yourself.
Yes.
You see,
there are some people that on this earth that you should never ever try to sleep with them. Your daughter, your wife's sister. Your wife mom.
Your wife mom.
There are some
have to sleep
people,
with even your father's sisters, your father's sisters, and all those things. Family blood stuff.
You are not supposed to. No matter what, you can never say, no, I have feelings, no, I love this person. No, it's not allowed. It's not accepted. The Bible doesn't support this. The Quran doesn't support it.
Even the world doesn't support it. Even what do you call the traditional leaders? They don't support this kind of a thing.
Yes.
So why must you do all these things? And then at the end of the day, you bath yourself, dress nice, get money into your pocket, start telling people that you're going to. Daughter is living with his father, son is sleeping with the mother is sleeping with the son, and all things. And especially the old women that they are sleeping with young guys. Old women sleeping with young guys, and the old men are sleeping with young girls. And now it has become a lifestyle of a girl saying that we are doing the hookups and all those things. This is some of the things that is happening, that people are learning to destroy themselves, destroy the world, destroy other people. Because maybe your child is at home, she doesn't know all those things. When she starts going to school, boarding school and other stuff, she'll go and learn those things and come back home. And then what is the father going to do? Because even gatemen, watchmen, security men in people's houses, sleeping with people's daughters in the same house, and then cousins, brothers, and whatever. I don't even understand what the world is going right now. Is it going straight, or is it going backwards, or is it going front? And we don't even know. So please be advised to this kind of a situation, this kind of person, this girl. What are we going to tell her right now? From 14 years to 30 years that the father has been sleeping with her.
It means how many years? 16 years.
Yes. 16 years. A father be so wicked?
Be sleeping with your own daughter for 16 good years, guys. 16 good years. Without thinking about what's next, and then when the girl gets pregnant, you have to abort it.
Yeah.
Huh?
That is
and
it.
Then you know what? Sometimes I said people are lucky because this man is so lucky because God could have strike him dead.
You don't think they're supposed to strike him with stroke?
Yes, God have strike him dead but God allowed him, to be sleeping. It's bad, guys. It's really bad. It's really bad and terrible. This man mustn't go scot-free. This man shouldn't be walking around planning to get married.
He's walking
that
around.
Is the most annoying part.
He's walking around.
After destroying your daughter. Your daughter is the one that is supposed to be getting married. Right?
Yeah.
You give your daughter in hand in marriage. That's how it happens.
No, it doesn't.
You take care of your daughter. She grows up, and then you give her hand in marriage to a man. But now you've married your daughter for how many years? 16 good years. Now you want your daughter to stay home for you to go get married. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Seriously.
But what are you going to do? What are you going to tell her? Are we going to report to the police or what are you going to do?
Seriously. Despite the fact that we not.
But the police cannot do nothing.
They can. No, we have to put our legs down. We have to do something. We can't just read it and then say, no, it's fine, it's fine. No, this is not fine. She's hurting. She's really hurting. What I'm just thinking about is, what if we even arrest the father and then she turned her back and said, no, it's not true. Anything can happen.
Yeah, because but if she doesn't need help, she will never send the message to us to check.
She need advice.
So she need advice.
Yes.
So please, try to give us advice so that we can give it to her, because she need advice. You can send your messages, you can send your comment, you can join us on Joyce Peterson TV on Facebook, Joyce Peterson TV on Twitter, Joyce Peterson TV on TikTok, Joyce Peterson TV on Instagram, please. So please send your comment. We are listening. We are here for you guys. We are here for advice. We are here to talk. We are here to communicate. So come on the line. Let's talk. So this kind of situation, if you go to the police, how are you going to report it?
No, since I'm sure we can get evidence, in this world these days, because of corruption, bad things, everything you do, you need evidence. You can't just say it in your mouth and say, this is what's happening. No, you need evidence. So we'll probably get evidence, because wherever they're doing the abortion, any hospital, whatever, there's going to be a link,
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure the father cannot deny in this situation.
He can't. No.
He can't.
He can't.
For 16 good years.
He can.
No, he can't deny
he can do it. He can do it. He will tell her that, my friend, when you go to the police and report, I will kill you, I'll do this, I'll do that.
Yes. He can do that. But since the girl has come out, it means she's really in a big hole that she really wants to come out from it, and I'm sure she's.
But nowadays, there's one thing that I want you to know. Nowadays, these girls, you can't trust them, because they can even say that at the end of the day, maybe they're lying.
No, but this is true. You can see it's really.
No, but let's think about that one too. Because nowadays, when people want money from people, they do anything that they want.
Yeah, but
because of this kind of money,
it's a father. It's not like,
I know it's a father.
Yeah, it's not like a boyfriend.
But you never see a daughter who needs money from the father and the father don't want to give.
No, for 16
Or maybe
years.
she got a boyfriend that the father doesn't want to give her a chance to go to the boyfriend, and then she just fabricate that story to come out to disgrace the father so that she can be able to get chance to go and do whatever she wants.
So do you trust the father? For me, I
No. It's not about trust the father. The fact is that nowadays you can't trust these kids. These Indomie kids, they can do anything.
No, but 30 years, she's old enough to know what's wrong and what's right.
Do you think that maybe the time that the father was before seeing her or whatever?
Why did she report it?
She didn't report it up until now. 16 years. She was 14 up to 30. 16 years that she kept quiet for, about 16 years. And now maybe she find another man and she wants to get rid of the father, and the father doesn't understand. And then she's making this excuse or this complaint so that we can be able to disgrace the father.
No, it's not a disgrace. You can see the father is the one who is pushing her away. That's why she's angry.
Are you sure? That's what. No. Because
seriously.
she said, according to the message, she said the father said the father want to get married to another woman. That's the reason why that she said in there she's angry.
Right.
But it can be like maybe the boyfriend that she got, and the father doesn't want to allow the guy to come back to that house, and then she have to fabricate story to push the father so that she can be able to get a chance to go and do whatever she wants.
I'm not sure a daughter can fabricate such a huge and abominable
people
story.
do that.
I know people fabricate and people make up stories, but this is very huge. You know, she knows, she was aware of what she's doing. 30 years is not a child. She's not 18 or 17 that you say no 17.
Let me ask you one question. There's 30 years woman who like to make a view on the bed. Are they not 30?
No, that's why it's a case or it's it's spiritual
That is not spiritual problem.
No, it's a spiritual problem.
There's some 30 years women, which 30 years people, men and women that they sleep on the bed and they make a wee. They wee on the bed.
No, it's spiritual problem.
Which problem?
That's why the spiritual problem.
So people can change
30 years, she's really old. She's not young anymore. She's old enough to know what she's into, what she's doing. It's not like she knows it's not right. She knows it's not right, but she's okay with it, right? Now she's not thinking about stopping or like breaking up with the father. Now she's jealous.
So how can you be jealous with your father when your father is sleeping with you and she got another woman and she wants to move?
No, how can you move on when your daughter cannot give birth? How can you move on now? Why didn't he move on when the child was 14 years old? Why didn't the father move on when the father was 15
You know there's some soup that when you start eating, you can't stop.
Until the plate is empty.
She can see that there's too much chili in there. So now she wants to run away from that kind of chili.
No, this is
serious.
This
is serious. But let's play. We are playing a joke here, but this is serious.
Yeah, it's very serious.
The message is a terrible message that it hurts.
Yeah.
That if your father can do this to you, I'm not sure that you're going to be happy. That your father will start sleeping with you when you are 14 years old up until 30 years. And now your father wants to get married to another woman, and this lady doesn't want to accept it because she said she can't give birth because according to the report of the doctors saying that she can't give birth anymore. Her womb has been destroyed for 5 kids. Hey, this father, he needs to be castrated.
Seriously, the father needs to be castrated.
You have to be castrated straightforward because this guy has killed this lady in spiritually, physically, emotionally.
Like he has destroyed a daughter. You know, he has really destroyed a daughter.
Dead.
It's really
so
bad.
So please, if you know that you are in this kind of situation, please, you can send us our messages. You can send us a text, and you read it and react on it because we need people to know what is happening in the world right now. Where we are right now, we are in the last days, dangerous days, which people can do anything for money, anything for love. Anything for money, anything for love. So if you see that, and women, some of the women too, they are the one who is causing all this problem. Some of the women are the one who is causing this problem. These women, they will see that their children, the way they are behaving in that house or whatever that is going on in the house there, they will never see their children there to advise them and ask them what's really wrong with them. But what they know is jumping out from another man to another man, another church to another church. Going to work, come back late, and then she will come and eat and sleep, bath and sleep. She doesn't even know what the children are doing in the house there. Some of the fathers too, they just leave their children, they jump up and down, they go and drink, leave their children, they don't even care what they will eat, where they sleep, what time they will sleep, and all those things. Leave them just rampant like that. And everybody is doing the things that they can do to survive. Because if you don't look after your children will look after themselves. Which you are going to cry in the future because you are the head of the family. I'm talking about the men. And the women, you are the mothers of these kids. These are our futures. So have time for your children. Don't have time for boyfriends outside there going, drinking, and jumping up and down. And then before this situation will happen, maybe the mother has already divorced the father. And leave the child to the mother, to the father. And the father is the one who is bathing that little girl. How can a man bath a girl for how many years?
You see, that's the cause of all these stories.
Some of the women sometimes it pains me that God has given some of the people this opportunity to have children, and other people are in the church in other places crying for children which they don't even have. The ones that they have, they don't even have time for their kids. They don't have for their children. They don't have time for them. So that is the reason why all these things is going on. You see, because if you really, really want your child and you really want to do something for your child, you will never avoid that person for this thing to happen. But because of we don't care, we don't normally care, especially the parent, the one who drinks too much, smoking too much, and then they like parties, going to clubs and enjoy themselves. They don't even care about their children. And then when you are old and there's no money for you, you will remember that you have a child who you need, she or he needs to support. Does it work like that? You can you go and reap something that you never sow? You can't reap something that you never sow. You must sow to reap. But these people, some of them, they don't want to do this. Eh? So this is advice to everyone. Please, when you have kids, look after them. If you want to divorce with your wife, please make sure you are divorcing with something tangible, and then so that you can use that thing to feed the kids. Or if you know you can't take care of them, then give them back to the woman, or give them back to the father. Because some of the women, they will divorce and take their kids and go, but the children are the most involved, who are going to suffer in that kind of manner. You see. So please, let this thing be advised to all over people that they are planning to do all those things, people that they are planning to sleep with their own children, and people that they are trying to sleep with their sisters and other things, because this is a curse. Even the devil doesn't want this. The devil. What do you call chief priest doesn't want this. Yes. Chief priest. Even traditional leaders, they don't want this. Talk less of going to church or going to the mosque. That you do this to your own daughter. How can you do this, my brother? My sister. So join us on Joyce Peterson TV so that we can talk, and you can leave your comment in our platform so that we can be able to have a lot of programs and a lot of people to support us. And my brother, if you're on this platform, share the video, share the link, let other people too to get this message that we brought it out today, so that they can be able to advise themselves. If you see any actions of your daughter that the father is starting doing the other thing, pressing the breast, start touching where he doesn't want to touch, he doesn't supposed to touch, and then you see your daughter, neighborhood people that they stay closer to you, start sleeping with them, start touching them in the wrong way, so that you can be able to know what to do. Please, because this thing has been coming an issue in some of other families, some of our families and some of our neighborhood. Don't say that because of it's not your child. It can happen to you because you don't know how the devil works. So people that you are planning to sleep with their own children, please stop. Because the police, the popo, they are there to arrest you. And when you go to jail, you will never come back. Because this is a rape. It's a rape case. Yeah, that's it, man. Let's go. Wrap it off. Let's.
Yeah. So, as I said earlier on, the only thing we can do to assist this girl is first arrest the father, and then we advise her, like emotionally, because you can see she's
but let's tell you that if she's in if she's not in abroad as we are talking, and she's in these African countries, this Ghana, Nigeria, and this, they are not going to do anything, because those people, the police and the judiciary, they are already corrupt.
Yeah, so but now this is the thing. This is the fact she must know. There's no way she'll be able to marry the father.
That's one, yeah.
Good. And then there's no way she must allow the father to marry another woman.
Why?
Because the father has already destroyed her life, right? So the father mustn't be happy. The father must rot in jail, so that she can also have peace of mind. Like,
but why didn't she complain when they started doing all these things?
Because fathers normally threaten the daughters. If you say it,
then move to your mother's house.
If you say she doesn't have mom.
If she doesn't have, there's no cousin of yours.
Who is going to take care of her?
Because
the father is the one who is paying her school fees during those days. So how is she gonna survive if she moved from the father? That's how the father took advantage of her, knowing that if she leaves the house, he's not going to take care of the daughter, and then the daughter wants to be educated. The daughter wants the father to take care of.
So now you must be destroyed because of
now
that.
Her life is destroyed. You see, now her life is destroyed.
Yeah.
Now her only option is to look for a man who got children, who doesn't want children, before she can get married.
Yeah, she's going to marry somebody who is about 60, 70 years old.
And this thing happened to many people, and then they just hide this secret from the man, and then they'll get married. During the marriage, she'll be praying, busy praying to God. God, please help me. You know what you've done already.
So this Nigerian movie that they show all the time, I think they are right.
Yeah, this thing happen all the time. You know.
So they are right.
Yeah, the woman will be keeping on praying.
What she knows
that she's done wrong thing, instead of her to confess to the husband. So this, in her situation, first of all, she needs to confess her sins to any man who wants to marry her. You know, because men will approach her that, oh, I want to marry you, this and that. But she has to tell them the facts. This is what has happened to me. If you are willing, and then they need to cleanse. She need to be cleansed, because this is abomination. You know, she either need to go to a pastor to be prayed for, or she needs to be cleansed.
So the pastor is going to pray for her to get a new womb or what?
No, not a womb matter. We're not even talking about getting a womb. Now we're talking about the curse that has come to her. Because with this curse, if they don't sort it out, it's going to affect her forever and ever. That's the fact. That she needs to treat this like it's like having a sickness. You need to treat it before going forward. You can't say, I'm sick, but I just want to move forward.
So let's take it that if she got married to another person, another boyfriend, then they're having intimacy, and then she started mentioning the father's name, then what is going to happen then?
You see,
hey,
it's a problem. Seriously, it's a problem. And she's not the only one who's facing the same that situation. Many people are going through terrible ones more than her own. You know, so if people are in this situation, they mustn't just hide and wait for it to be too late. She should have come out when she had first abortion, or she should have run away when she got pregnant. You know, because if she got pregnant and she ran away, at least the family members will meet up and then
ask questions.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. But you can't wait until first abortion, second abortion, third, fourth, fifth abortion. Now everything is destroyed before coming out.
Children, please, whatever that things are going wrong, and
yes,
don't commit sin and try to use sin to cover it, because it's going to be double sin, which you cannot do anything about it. But for the first sin, then you try to stop it, then it's gonna stop. Because if the father when he started all these things, and you should come out and say to him that, or say to people, or go to the police or whatever, to report, or to say to other people, or the church pastor or whatever. But nowadays you can't trust pastor.
Yeah, even your own father you couldn't trust. His own father, she couldn't trust what the father doing to her
own daughter. So now the word is not trust. You can't trust anyone. Yeah.
It's really terrible.
This thing that happened has been a case which, if you talk about it, it's hectic.
And it's sad.
And it's
seriously.
sad. So please, this is our advice. So anyone who got any advice, you must send it to us. If you have any problem, you can share your problem with us so that we can put it in the public. Because this thing that we are saying to you, maybe you take it as a story, because it never happened to you. Whenever something is not at your door knocking, you will think that what people are saying, maybe they are wrong, or they are not. They are just creating jokes. But at the end of the day, when it's happened to you, you will know that this is something that is going on in the world. We thank you very much for your spending of airtime and your time and your advice and everything, so that we can be able to meet next time. So next time, the same time, meet us on Joyce Peterson TV. Thank you very much. God bless everyone who listened to us. Amen.